Hey everyone, so today we're going to go over a question called is unique. It's question 1.1, and what we do here is we're going to implement an algorithm that requires us to determine whether or not a string has all unique characters. And so one example of this is this string here has completely all unique characters. So if you iterate through this string, we see that none of these characters repeat twice. There's just one instance of every character that are all unique. But if we added another A here, for example, or let's move it to this location, make it easier to see, if we're kind of looking through the string, we see that it doesn't have all unique characters because the letter A is repeating more than once here. So to do this, there's one quick caveat. The first one that really caught me was that you're supposed to ask your interviewer whether you're using an ASCII character set or a Unicode character set, or there's like an ASCII extended character set. And in this case, we assume that the interviewer replies back to us and says, we're dealing with an ASCII character set. And so immediately what this actually allows us to do is if the string is greater than the length of 128, which is the length of an ASCII character set, then we automatically know that we can return false here because it's impossible to have a string that has a length greater than the number of unique characters in your character set for it to be like entirely unique. So if you had a 129 character string and there's only 128 unique characters in your character set, like at least one of those characters would have to be repeating twice here. So in that case, we would return false. We're not dealing with a unique string. But if it passes this test, then we create a character set array that is a Boolean array, and she calls this a direct access array in the book. And so what we're going to do with this array is as we're iterating through each character of the string, whenever we see a character, we're going to say, okay, we will set this to true. We've seen the letter A before. So in a direct access array, what that implies is, for a character set, we pass in the character A, which I think translates to the integer value 76. So it would be the 76 cell, and we'll set that to true. By default, they're all false. We set it to true. So that as we're iterating through this string, if we check this out, we see, oh, it's already marked true, then we've already seen it before, and we can return false because, clearly this character has repeated again. So if that doesn't quite make sense, I'm gonna just keep implementing this algorithm, and I think reading the code kind of helps validate this as well. So we're iterating through the entire length of the string, one character at a time. And so this is our check here to see if we've seen that character before. So at character set, we're doing the string at the character at index I. So we're iterating one character at a time. So if this is false, if we haven't seen this character before, then we're just going to copy this and set it to true. So if we haven't seen it before, then we say, okay, we set it to true. Otherwise, if it's already set to true, we just return false because, like I said earlier, we've already seen that character before. And then finally, if we can iterate through the entire length of the string without returning false, we return true because it passed, the test case for each character, and it's completely unique. So if we run this code, and as a reminder, this was a unique string. Oh, and I just forgot to add brackets on the length. On line 20, here, there. Great, and it's set to true, so it passed that test case. If we add another letter A here, so it's not unique, then it returns false. And that's it. I think the quick caveat is just remembering to ask your interviewer what character set you're dealing with, and also to use a direct access array. And so this would be O(n) time, where the length of the string is n. Now she does mention that you could argue that this is actually constant time, because we're only iterating through, less than or equal to 128 characters. And then the space complexity is also constant time, and that's just because the array isn't a function of the input size. We're just dealing with 128 static array. Great, I hope that helped. Have a great day.